Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Nurul Najihah binti Cik Murad, and this is my short presentation about my poster that I have been done that I referred to the article by Jacob E. John published in 2025, and this topic I have linked it what I have been learning in biochemistry also. So let's move on. Here's a big picture. Every year, industry releases a massive amount of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. For example, in 2003, it was 23 billion tons. And as we know, that carbon dioxide is a major greenhouse that traps heat, causing climate change. There is two type of carbon flows. First one is carbon sources like factories and cars, which added carbon dioxide into the air, and the second one is carbon sinks like forests and ocean, which naturally absorb CO2. Now this is where photosynthesis comes in. Plants uses sunlight to turn carbon dioxide and water into energy. This process removes CO2 from the air, making forests one of the best tools that we have to cool the planet naturally. But the problem is, the CO2 from industry often rises in high altitudes and just stay there for years. That's why, even with trees doing their job, the CO2 levels keep rising, as shown in the famous killing curve. So, what can we do about it? So, in this next poster, so what can we do about it? The author proposes a new idea, the cooling exhaust gases from factories before releasing them. This way, the CO2 stays lower in the atmosphere where it can be more easily absorbed by the trees and the oceans. It is a small change, but it could make a huge differences. And he also said that if each person planted about 185 trees, it could seriously help with reducing CO2 levels. Projects like the Billion Tree Campaign already show how impactful this can be. Now, connect to my biochemistry class, the Kevin cycle, which is the part of the synthesis, is where plants actually fix carbon. This is something that we've studied in detail about carbon fixation, reduction, and regeneration. What's amazing to me is how something that we learn in class, like this chemical process inside the plant cell, has a very huge impact on the global climate changes. So, my takeaway is this that we cannot only rely on the nature alone, but we have to work with it by protecting the forest, planting trees, and changing how we release the CO2. And we have a real shot at slowing down the global warming. Clearly that every living thing such as enzyme, microorganism, plants, pigments and other things that I learned in class do matter and important to our lives in helping many changes to our future and to our earth. And that's all from me that of my first poster. Thank you.